The World Tomorrow. The Worldwide Church of God presents
Hello,
Hey, Pat.
Nancy. Hi.
That intro
How's
of
it
yours
going?
gets me every time.
Thank you. Well,
Awesome.
I wanted to say hello to all of the apostate accomplices and especially to our sinful siblings over on Patreon.
Yay, thank
Welcome to
you.
the show. Let's see. So if you
Oh.
don't know us, I'm Patty, and I do this show with my sister Nancy. We are the Apostate Sisters here on YouTube. We do 3 series on our show. We have a podcast, which is focused on high control environments. We do interviews with anybody and everybody, people who grew up in WCG, people who are atheist content creators, people who are in cult helping spaces. And then we do this, where we show up live to watch the propaganda of our old cult.
Yes. And this is part 2 from a couple weeks ago, correct, Pats? So
Correct.
You had shown like behind the scenes of Herbert W. Armstrong's empire that he built. So, I mean, there was a lot of fascinating stuff like early radio and music and all that, everything that went into the prep work of that. So, yeah. And then we just got into talking for so long that now we're on part 2. So
yeah, that's okay.
That's okay with me. That's okay with me.
Yeah, I mean, this one's kind of interesting because for our first few episodes of this, we were watching The World Tomorrow, which kind of was like the standard public access show that Armstrong did. But this one was a special episode. They did a few of them, like you said, behind the work. And it was shown to all of us cult people at the Feast of Tabernacles, which was like the I don't know, like the Christmas, the whole holy day year revolved
Since we
around.
didn't celebrate Christmas, we were forbidden to because it was a pagan holiday. That was kind of the replacement for the Christmas. I mean, you can't take literally everything fun away from people, especially children. You just can't.
Right.
We had to have something.
Mm-hmm.
Hi to everyone.
Yeah. So if you like the Apostate Sisters and you want to see us keep doing what we do here on YouTube, you can support the show to keep us doing it. You can do that by hitting like on this stream. That boosts us right away. You can share it with a friend of yours, the channel, this stream, whatever you like. You can go become one of our sinful siblings over on Patreon, or you can send us a super chat, which keeps the show going right here, right now. Yeah, and
Absolutely.
super thanks and super stickers and all the super things.
Yes. All the fun. So we're finally figuring this out, I think, Bats.
It's fun. It's fun. I mean, we're just getting started though, still, you know?
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
feel like we are. Like, we have quite a few videos now, and we've met some incredible people that we've interviewed, and more to come. Yes, I see you, eyes opening, heart relining. Yes.
Uh-huh. You know you're on our list. You know you're
Oh
on our
yeah,
list.
yeah. We're about
Yeah.
what 20 people behind right now, but we're getting there.
I know. I
A
mean,
lot of
it's
great
just
content
so,
creators.
yeah, it's just so fun to do those interviews too, because I maintain that everybody's got a cool story. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like you talk to anybody um, long enough and deeply enough, and everyone has something cool to share.
hmm As a writer, I was told on a few different occasions, like, don't write a memoir. It's they kind of alluded to the fact, like, you're really not anybody, so why would you write a memoir? I want to read memoirs from all the just everyday average people. What I wouldn't want to read like a memoir of a president or somebody. Like, I would find that personally very boring. I want to hear the real raw stories of just your average everyday people. Not average in that sense. I'm talking just faces in the crowd, incredible people with incredible stories. Everyone has a story to share. Wouldn't that be amazing if everyone could? That's what we want.
Well,
Because
yeah,
everyone has
and
a different perspective. We learn from each
Mhm.
other. We can
Yes,
heal from each other. Yes.
right. That's where I was going next is the idea of like we only get one life. There's
Yeah,
only
that we
so
know of.
much.
Yes.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah. But you know, there's only so much we can do with the years that we get on planet Earth, right? And so it's like hearing other people's stories is like getting to live a little bit of another life, you know, for better or for worse, right? Like that can be hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It used to be
Yeah.
before TV was invented. Yeah, people just told stories.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Some of those turned into stories in the form of other propaganda, like the Bible,
Like the Bible.
because some people take
I
stories
know.
and they use it for control. But yes, as a whole, short stories should be great, or we should learn something from them. Even
Yeah.
the terrible stories in our lives, and just yeah, I don't want to get too deep on this subject, but what kind of a story would be entertaining without a little drama?
Right.
Like okay, so people kind of started out with like poetry and tragedies way back in ancient Greece, and people enjoyed those things. They didn't enjoy the happy endings. Sometimes it was the tragedies that people really related
Hmm.
to. I don't know.
Oh, right.
I
Well,
think it's
I think you're right though about the
sometimes
related
both.
too.
Yes.
Well, right, if we hear even the hard stories, it gives us better context on our own struggles too.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know,
hmm
it's like, well, I don't have it as bad as they do. It's terrible, but you know.
it is terrible, but yeah, that's always a good way of looking at it. Somebody always has it worse, but I
Oh, it's so hard being a human. Like,
it really
my
is.
goodness, we just gotta be here for each other.
Yeah.
Especially this week. It's been a hard week.
Has it? I'm sorry, Pat. So you've been working your ass off.
No, I mean like in the
Oh,
world.
well, yeah. Do we really want to go down that fucking rabbit hole?
I'm not gonna go that far down it, only to acknowledge the human damage going on in the
I
midst of
know.
it.
I know. I'm hearing the stories already, and it's breaking my heart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we just have to stick together even harder than we have been. Let's not take our feet off the gas pedal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think I saw the phrase pedal to the metal in our comments this week. Yeah,
Yay!
that's exactly it. This is
That's all
all
we can
hands
do.
on deck. This is help your neighbor. This is neighbor over nation time, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, way to be up at 3 in the morning. All
Mm.
right. So let's
Susanna, thanks
see
for being
here.
here in the middle of the night. Sorry if you're having trouble sleeping, but we're happy you're here and hope you're doing well, love.
Let's see. I want to say hi to everybody looking at the comments here
Yes.
or the
We
chat.
got a lot of I see PC, left-handed Jedi.
Yeah.
Hey, honey.
Hey, left-handed Jedi. Hey, Monty. Apostate JJ, thanks for being here to do the mod work.
Mm.
Hey, Aunt Kathy. And Let's see, who else do we got? Eyes opening, heart realigning. We said hello, hello,
Yay!
hello. I already said left-hand Jedi, right? Yeah, I did. Hi.
You can say it twice.
And
Then
let's
can we get a
see.
sinful sibling? Mwah. Thank you.
Is that the official sinful sibling greeting? Mwah.
Sure, we can make it.
That's so silly. Hello, Pragmatic Crystal. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
I love that you're all hanging out with us, two nerdy sisters who feel like we don't fucking know what we're doing at all, but we appreciate it. Just to hear whatever shit spews out of our mouth. Great. I'm glad you guys are here for it. We love you all.
I know. It's fun to hang out. Well, are we ready to watch some more Armstrong and his private jet business?
Sure. At first, I think I made this announcement in like 2 weeks ago, but literally now it's going to be next weekend that I am heading to LA for this conference. Woo! Yeah. But beside the point, yes, I'm going to meet my hero, Lucy Lawless. Finally, I do have a little photo op scheduled with her.
Oh,
Yay!
you do? Oh.
I do. I paid for a photo with her.
Are
so-
you gonna tell her that you wandered her neighborhood in New Zealand?
like a fucking stalker? Where does Lucy Lawless live? Where's my Xena? Such a nerd. Monty, yeah. You know I've always been a Xena nerd. Yes.
Oh
No,
my
I'm
gosh,
gonna walk up
so
to her and be
funny.
like, you know what? You're the only woman I'd be gay for. Seriously, just give me a minute of your time.
A minute, huh? Ah, that's funny.
No,
Hello
but
there,
seriously,
Jared.
so-
Welcome. What?
Hi. Yeah, there's
And
Jared. Hey, we
TV
were trying
test
to
pattern.
reach out to you too. But no, I next weekend I'll be in LA, and Burbank is where the Xena conference is. Pasadena is not far away, so I am going to bop on over there, and I'm going to see the old Ambassador College and where Herbert the pervert, not that one, not the fun one that we're thinking from Family Guy.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a fun Herbert the pervert. I'm talking about the other Herbert the pervert. Yeah, which one? I'm gonna
the
go
not
see his old
fun
mansion.
kind.
The not fun kind, yes. Patty, how is it possible that like our parents can go through all of these cult leaders and at least 2 of them were fucking pedophiles? I mean, I guess that's not that uncommon.
I mean, if you've got the cojones or whatever, I don't even know what the right thing to say is. Is that
You say
whatever? If you think that you have a right
Maybe.
to claim that you are like God's end time prophet or whatever,
Mhm.
like you probably aren't going to have that much compunction about helping yourself to anyone and everyone that you have under your control.
That's
Just saying.
fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it is. That's why we call them out.
Yes. There were so many people that called him out because he just didn't give a shit in his later years. Herbert Armstrong.
I mean, I guess maybe that's a good point, is to recognize that, like, he did get called out. He went to England and everyone was like, ew, hey, Queen, you shouldn't meet with him because he's a known pervert. Like,
yeah, they called
it didn't
him
stop
sexual
anything.
person. Yeah.
It didn't stop him from owning all the things, having all the money, running all the high control things, and declaring himself God's whatever. Like,
Right.
ugh.
Exactly, left-handed Jedi. Yeah, just Google pastor arrested.
Oh,
The stories go on and on and on. There's always a new one. You cannot like it's in human nature to have sex, and especially like these priests that are forbidden from doing that. It's just then it's going to come out in terrible ways. And I am all for legal sex work. I'm perfectly fine with it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I
sure.
think that would put a stop to at least the majority of sex trafficking.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. But like, yeah, let's protect people who are doing that work.
Mhm, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
All right,
yeah,
well, there's our hot take of the
so in
moment.
that direction.
Yeah.
Yep. Power loves corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Indeed.
Monty. Absolutely. The witches thing. Yep. All they have to do. Well, and yeah, these gross pervs always blame it on like the women too
Mm-hmm.
for things the women wear or say or being alluring and all this shit.
Oh, so just SA culture,
Right.
except the R word. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a fun place to start the show. Yay, Friday night.
Hey, speaking of perverts, let's go.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Let's see what was going on in Armstrong's empire while he was on his private jet traveling around the world with.
I don't think they'll show us that. There's probably not footage.
No, of course there wouldn't be. No.
Okay.
He didn't want people to see all the things he did. But let's see what they did show. All right, part 2 of Behind the Scenes. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to say this also. There was a little problem with some of the old ass music in this video last time around. Turns out everyone owned every piece of music from the 70s and 80s. And so, so I had to like blank some of that out. So I have a plan for today, guys. We're going to avoid the copyrights here. It wasn't a strike. I'm safe, but.
Good call.
Yeah. Okay. So bear with me. We'll figure this out. We'll do it together. Okay. All right. So we're starting off in the very modern office space. Yes. And
the very modern hairstyle. Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Do it, Patty. Let's
Yay,
do
1981. It. Okay. Here we go.
That means that all the prints you see on one page of the Plain Truth magazine can be typeset and lined up in about 5 seconds. The computer even blocks out spaces where photographs and other graphics will later be inserted. We have the capability to typeset a magazine or booklet in 12 different languages. Others could be added as needed. Once a page has been typeset, it needs to be made ready for printing.
I think we might have seen this
graphic arts camera photographs each page.
I wouldn't have remembered. I think I was.
Copies are also made of the photographs and other illustrations that will accompany the article. These negatives are then carefully assembled, and this master page is duplicated and sent to our printers around the world.
Indoctrination's a lot of work.
The Plain Truth magazines for North America and several other areas are printed at the plant of R.R. Donnelly & Sons in Glasgow, Kentucky. The magazine is printed on some of the largest and most sophisticated presses in the world. The Plain Truth is printed from huge rolls, each containing about 8 miles of paper. It takes 300 rolls to print one edition of the magazine. If stretched out, the paper would reach nearly 2,400 miles. The paper.
Are you impressed yet? Are you so excited that you're like moistening your underpants?
Not really, because size doesn't always matter. We'll just leave it.
8
That's
miles.
All I can do with shit this boring, right? It just makes sexual innuendos.
The paper passes through a 100-foot-long press at the rate of 1,200 feet a minute. 840 gallons of ink are used each month. The magazines are labeled and mailed directly from the plant in Kentucky.
You remember Joe popped on from the Kentucky Atheist, right? When they used to mention Kentucky, he's like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, seriously? What is that, a kazoo? Must be copyright, huh? Oh my god, yeah. All right, way to avoid.
Did I improve it?
What?
From the very
Did I improve it? What do you think?
Anything so I don't have to listen to that fucking music ever again. Hey Maya, she was avoiding copyright. music. So she literally brought it to kazoo. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
It works. It's working. It's working.
That's why it works.
Okay.
All right.
Let's watch this shit.
Okay.
From the very beginning, the three-point program for spreading the gospel brought in a response. The first week of programs brought about 14 letters.
Oh.
The response continued to increase, and in 1935, a small office was rented in this building in Eugene. Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong read and answered all the mail. Now, thousands of letters a day are processed.
Really?
What? Yeah, what?
Wait, when did his wife Loma die?
Oh. You're going to find that
Do you
out?
remember? Shit. I don't remember. Okay, but
You want to look it up while it plays, or?
I didn't think she was still alive in 81. I thought she was dead.
No. This is talking. They were saying the 14 letters were when they first started in Eugene.
Oh, gotcha.
Remember okay, so this is from last time though. They talked about, now get ready. Armstrong had a 3-point plan, right? It was like the radio show, the brochures, and or the magazine, and there was like something else. But anyway, that was his plan, right? And so he executed his 3-point plan, and look at that. Letters came in the very first week. I think that's what we're seeing now. And we're seeing that God must really have his hand upon them because they went from 14 letters to this mailroom.
It sounds just like an MLM. I mean, I know we're going to discuss MLMs in the future, but yeah, same sort of. All right, continue.
Okay.
God's work.
Once again, the best tools have been selected to make this job as fast, efficient, and accurate as
The
possible.
best tools. Ugh.
Mr. Armstrong also encourages listeners and viewers to call directly for the literature that he offers.
Born
It is one of
again.
the most important booklets that we
What do you got?
It says born again. You remember how he always made fun of people that would say born again? So I think that's what he's about to do here.
Ooh, I think you're right.
Or
But
maybe-
we determined, huh?
Or maybe you watched this shit already, did you?
I didn't. Nope. I managed to avoid watching it.
Oh, Maya. Yes. I watched bits of your MLM show. Yeah, Maya recently covered an episode on MLMs
Oh,
too.
good.
I was
Okay.
trying to watch more of it. Oh my god, it's been a busy fucking week.
So everybody remember Maya Adkisson's channel and go check her out. Bad Science Sunday is the thing that she
Yay.
does. She's got an awesome community going on over there.
Maya, for what it's worth, if you ever do it again, I was in an MLM. Oh, the horror! Yeah, we'll cover it at some point too. Amway of all fucking MLMs. Ooh,
Oh
it's
my
terrible.
god, so funny.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Shall we do more? Shall
Yeah.
we hear about being born again
Yeah.
and how it's not possible?
I know, it's just every time I look at this man, I just cringe. Ugh.
I feel like somebody was saying something recently about him being kind of like a like, did he ever, what was it? It was a comment, like, did he have pets, or did he have like things that would make him seem like not a psychopath? And
I don't
I
think
think
so.
it was like, do you see him laugh or smile or whatever? And I think we just saw that, right? Like just a few seconds before this, he was like, I'm smiling. Yeah?
Yeah, he smiles when he's like making fun of other Christians and talking about his one true church.
Or when he knows that his grift is working.
Yeah, he knows it's fucking working by 81. Yeah, he's got that second private jet already. He knows it's working. Thank you, Left-Handed Jedi.
And
Awesome.
we have a super chat. Thank you
Did he
so
found
much, Left-Handed
Pornhub?
Jedi. Right, so did he found Pornhub? I hope so.
Ew.
My kids call it Cornhub. That's what they call it. That's what they call it now. Instead of a P, they make it a C and they call it corn.
I don't know what the kids are
Mhm.
doing these days.
I mean,
I didn't know
There are like
Pornhub was still around.
layers of jokes that could be made with Pornhub, and I don't think I want to make them all. Actually,
That's funny, Jedi. I like
it was
that.
really good.
The porn.
I know. I guess let's see what he has to say about it. He probably hates it just as much as he would hate the original one.
He was always happiest when he was like talking about other Christian churches in a negative light.
That's true.
Kind of, yeah. All right, let's hear Herbie.
Here we go.
that we have ever produced. And I would like to give it to you. There's no follow-up or request for money.
No, not at all.
Thank you for
No,
calling.
it's just
He would
expected.
never do that. At least not
No,
right
never.
away.
I like that shirt. Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
That
that's
was
cute.
an 81. I like it.
There you go.
May I help you? Okay, and yes, this is. Did you want
Thank you for calling. May I help you?
Okay. Yes.
Wow.
Thank you for calling.
I'm
All
totally
his
getting
female-
Office Space vibes. Just a moment.
Corporate accounts payable. Mia speaking. Just a moment.
I nailed it. That's
Office
great.
space, baby.
May I help you? Yes, you caught our program this morning?
Many people today would rather pick up a phone than write a letter. We get thousands of calls here every week. They
Sound
can
like
get really
somebody's-
busy in here when
Why does it sound like somebody's snoring in there? It does, right?
I'm sorry you mentioned Office Space and then they showed this dude. I'm totally getting. Hey, Peter. What's happening?
I'm gonna need you to. Okay.
Okay.
Feel like I need to talk about my stapler. I actually can't find my stapler. It's a problem.
WD my stapler. Dude, that guy was epic. He's been in so many
Aw.
films since then. Oh, that's
So
that's
funny.
always gonna be a great movie. I'm so getting Office Space vibes from this.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah, the TPS report. You got those TPS reports for me? Yeah.
when Mr. Armstrong's program has been aired in a major city
Hey, Amber.
like New York or Los Angeles.
And I'll need your name.
By using what is known as the wide area telephone service, or
Wide
WATS
area.
line for short, most places in the United States can call free of charge.
Thank you for calling. May I help you?
Corporate accounts payable.
No, ma'am, there is no charge.
What, Nancy?
Nothing. I was still quoting Office Space. I'm sorry.
Did we get you going?
I want to watch that movie now. I try to watch it every few years. It's so good.
That is good. I see that Ember is here. Hello,
love.
Ember.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. I don't think I missed anybody. Everybody, you should also go check out Better Than Ember. Ember has a channel where she debunks and does skeptic content over there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So Better Than Ember here on YouTube. All right. Shall we watch some more of this little Office Space?
Yes, it's fascinating.
Look at those monitors. See, okay, this is not needed to say, but it feels like they understood the whole thing about like ergonomics, you know, because look at where her screen is. It's like lined up pretty well.
Yeah.
Not like a freaking laptop. All right, anyway, unnecessary comments. Here we go.
All out vibes.
Okay. And may I ask you, you heard about the program?
And that was, what you mean, salvation?
May I help you?
So, like, if you're in a
See you in Coco.
Line to open up.
Avenue.
Next time you write the number down and you call us later. You call us
Yes.
during the meeting.
Bye-bye.
sounds like
Thank you for calling. May I help you?
and Jen,
The
thank you
thousands of
very much.
requests for literature must also be
What?
I was just saying hi to Enter.
Oh,
And thanks for posting Maya's channel. Yay.
oh, thank you. Yeah.
Vault 69 open for business. Yep.
Also,
Yep.
hello, Aunt Jer. Hello, hello. Hello, Ryan Donovan. Welcome.
Ryan.
Okay, here we go.
also be mailed out as quickly but as economically as possible.
Mail going to members and co-workers in the United States is now sent from here, the Postal Department. The machines we have make it possible to send a piece of mail to every member and co-worker in the United States in just one working day. Today we are mailing out a special feast issue of Youth 81.
God's work is
This
a lot of work.
machine puts a wrapper around the magazine, seals it, and attaches an address label. The machine needs only 5 people to operate it.
I actually
All
love
these
this part.
magazines can be on their way to the youth in the church by this afternoon.
All about the literature.
Yep.
Also, we save the work hundreds of thousands of dollars by pre-sorting all the mail before we send it to the post office. Our address labels are computer printed.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars were pocket change to Armstrong and his empire.
But is that because they got people to just volunteer their time? And just give their time to doing the sort so they didn't have to pay the post office? But because
While
they had
they were
free labor? Yeah, I'm pretty
also-
sure.
Yeah. Remember Denny talked about his dad. I'm pretty sure he was not paid for that job. He volunteered. All the volunteer work, on top of that, they're all tithing up to 30% of their income, tax-free donated dollars. And, Stanley Rader, his money guy, is still working behind the scenes. He may have fallen out of favor at the end, I believe towards the end of the 70s, but he was still there, like kind of more behind the scenes, cooking his books.
Indeed.
Dude drove a Corvette in LA and had all these, like shady businesses that under all these different names. Oh yeah, that was still going on during this time period. My up to 30% tithes, and it was required for all of the members of the worldwide churches.
Well, so I think the way I heard it said, Nancy, was that they estimated that a lot of members gave 30% total. And that would be because, I think I've got this all figured out now, but there was the first tithe, which was just a given, right? The first 10%. And then there was a second tithe that members were expected to save and not spend, but not give to the church. And they were supposed to use it as to live really extravagantly for the week of the Feast of Tabernacles, because it was like, I don't know, it was like trying to live the way they perceived God's coming kingdom to be. And so,
Super
right? So you
glamorous.
live on your yearly income, like a week's, or no, wait, what am I saying? 10% of your yearly income in a week. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So that's the 20. And then I think it was like every few years. Was it 3 years? 7 years? I think different churches have done it differently, but they would implement a third tithe that you would give. So another 10% every so often, every few years. And that in theory was meant to go to the poor or to go to help people. Although I don't know that there was ever like evidence that was happening. And then at every holy day and every like big event, they would, they didn't normally pass around the offering plate, but at those days they would. And so that was like special gifts and offerings. And so it was like, that was where people came up with, most of the time, people who were doing all the things they were supposed to do were letting go of 30% of their income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he sucked so much money out of his followers.
Everything he could. I mean, 30% is probably pretty close to what some families would have used on retirement and college and all those things. So he just talked him out of the things that weren't the right now, I did want to put this up because JJ says, if your family could even afford to live like that for the week of the Feast of Tabernacles. Right. Because like not every family could give 10% and save another 10%. Like what?
First of all, if you were a follower of Herbie Armstrong's and you had money, you were in his upper echelons. Like you were a member of that close circle to Armstrong. All kinds of shenanigans with that. But the majority of his members lived in poverty. Yeah. There's a reason for that. Look at that.
Well, and he insured it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Retirement. I think he forbid retirement and 401k and I don't know, Social Security, all this shit.
What comment are you looking at? Ember?
Well, they're all just kind of talking about retirement. Yeah, Ember.
Yeah, indeed. I like
Widows,
this one.
if they lost their spouse, they were not really forced to, but they were encouraged to like give the property to the church, like donate it. He coaxed so many
Yeah.
widows into doing that. Right.
I mean, that's the big bucks, right? So when you get a widow's estate, like, fuck.
Yeah.
This is a good point too. That so like I was saying, the high holy days we were expected to give, but then right there's the Feast of Tabernacles, which is 7 days plus the 8th last great day, and all the church services in there. They would be collecting more and more. So it's like, oh yeah, you should bring that 10% and come have a great time and do all the boat tours and go out to eat and give us everything else.
Mm-hmm. What a sad life to live.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, babe.
Left-handed Jedi, I don't think you could.
No.
Don't think you could.
I
think they distinctly made sure people didn't have all those things going on for them.
No, Worldwide Church of God was just one of the most boring cults out there. Yeah.
I think they liked it that way.
I
They didn't make headlines very often. That was good for them.
And it was like nobody knew it was a cult until many years later. Or somehow they flew off radar. I mean, I guess the general population kind of knew, because during our interview with a woman named Jay, she was mentioning that, oh yeah, we have these big Feast of Tabernacles where everyone collects in the area, and the locals are like, there's this big like cult thing happening here. So like people knew, like wherever we had Feast of Tabernacles, the locals would be like those fucking weirdos over there. They knew. Oh, I'm sorry, Jared. Yeah, a lot of people went broke because of this. Yeah, Bobby.
Oh, well, but hey, Jared's saying that his parents were never really broke after the feast like Christmas.
Oh, never really broke. Okay.
That's interesting.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Lower middle class. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Monty was saying, actually, yeah, Monty messaged me recently. Bobby Fischer, like the famous chess player, he was in Worldwide Church of God. I had no idea. Thanks for that tip, Monty. Yeah, he died already, but like he figured out Worldwide Church of God was a cult before his death. And he was so pissed. You said something about Monty that he spent like at least 60 grand or so before he finally figured out, oh, maybe this is a cult. Maybe I'm being duped.
All that Bobby Fischer makes me think of is that Saturday Night Live sketch.
Which one?
Isn't there one with the Spartans? I don't know. Somebody else knows it better than me, I'm sure. But
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bobby Fischer. Anyway, it's fine.
We keep figuring out more and more like famous people that were in Worldwide Church of God. So I'm glad we're bringing attention to this particular cult. It's definitely not as famous as, LDS, but Seventh-day Adventist, but we're getting there.
I mean, I feel like the ideas that were going on in there are prevalent in society, though. Like you can still see either where it came from or what it caused, But
yeah. That's why we talk to people from all religious backgrounds too. Like there's so many similarities.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting to trace how this stuff affects us later on,
Yeah.
Right, should we play it?
Sure. Yes.
All right.
Printed in zip code order, and the operators separate them as they come off the machine. So when we send the bags to the post office, most of the sorting has already been done. This saves the post office time and money, and they pass the savings on to us, cutting our cost from 35 cents to only 3.5 cents per magazine.
Even though the mailing list is many thousands of times greater than it was in the days of the little office in Eugene, these machines help maintain the personal service that Mr. Armstrong has always given to members and co-workers. The thousands of requests that come in for magazine subscriptions, literature, and personal help and counsel must be recorded and processed accurately. Many thousands of subscribers change their address each year. The support from members and co-workers must be carefully acknowledged and receipts sent. And the bills must be paid for the many goods and services supplied to the work. The many thousands of requests for information from all over the work end up here in the computer
Looks like a
room at the
laundromat.
Ambassador College Data Processing Center.
And this is the computer.
Except those are computers.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Interesting. Yeah.
Actually, a whole series of very complex and sophisticated electronic machines linked together. Here is where the millions of pieces.
I'm sorry, that guy has the best name ever.
That's
Everett
his
Leisure.
name?
I think
Everett
so.
Leisure?
Right?
Really?
Everett Leisure. Amazing. I want my last name to be Leisure.
I thought that was like, I don't know, a title of something. Like he's data processing for Everett Leisure.
I don't think
magazine
so.
or something. That
It's
is
a great
awesome
name.
Yeah,
It is.
It's got a sweet beard too, actually.
Pieces of information are stored, remembered, and retrieved. Let me give you a quick tour.
Okay, you have to copyright again. Leisure. Leisure seedling. It's a washing machines.
Okay, I'm done with that for a minute.
All right.
These are the disk storage units. Do you see what looks like a stack of phonograph records? That's more or less what they are. Disks of magnetic recording material revolving 60 times a second. Information is recorded on them like on a tape recorder. Each stack of disks can hold the equivalent of about 60 million words. To give you an idea of what that means, the Encyclopedia Britannica has about 43 million words. We currently have 12 of these disk storage systems. When a terminal operates,
I feel like that would be way less than I have access to in the cloud right now. You know,
Yeah.
like I've got multiple terabytes of stuff in the cloud. And I feel like this would be like, I don't even know how to describe what it would fill up. We don't have physical things that we fill up so much anymore, right?
I still don't even know how iCloud works. My husband tries to explain it to me. I don't get it. I don't know where shit goes. Like I used to be so impressed with a fax machine. Actually, I still am. With the fax machine. I'm like, seriously? Goes in there, comes out other side of the world. That's fucking awesome. I'm easily impressed, all right?
I mean, we should be impressed. It's kind of sad if we're like, yeah, whatever. Humans did cool stuff. That's what I like. I like seeing what humans have been able to create. We're done. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I just wanted to point out too. Aunt Kathy said, worked for CBN. You remember the days of Armstrong and Amway? I was in both, honey. Holy shit. A diamond was like the top tier that you could reach in Amway.
Oh my gosh. A diamond.
Yeah. They had this fake diamond that they held over their head. It was like the size of a head. And only diamonds could touch it. It was so elite.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Exactly. How things have changed. And I'm here for it.
Yeah. Oh, and Maya was asking about, is Seventh-day Adventist a cult? It really depends on what your definition of a cult is. I know you and I, Patty, have discussed like our definition of it. And I think anything fundamentalist that like, we usually follow the bite model, right? So anyone that like controls the information that goes your behavior, what you wear, what you eat. And Seventh-day Adventist is actually what started, like Worldwide Church of God stemmed out of Seventh-day Adventists because Armstrong's wife got involved with some Seventh-day Adventists. And what set them apart was the Sabbath on Saturday. And there were a bunch of other things that gave them that criteria. Yeah, I would say religion as a whole is a cult, but
I mean, I'm sure people could disagree with that, but that is kind of where we land, huh?
I know it's a hard kind of. I mean, because I think cult is maybe just a more extreme, because then you have the fluffy Jesus rainbows out your butthole churches out there that try to just make people feel good. Jesus loves you. He's not going to send you to the lake of fire. He loves you.
Well, but
He
it's
wants you to have
the
a good life.
control.
It's the
I think
control aspect, which the evangelical churches, I think, are kind of just cults anyway, but they do it in more like a clever way. For you and I, Pats, we often say, well, all the shitty stuff in the Bible, they owned it. They're like, fuck yeah, God really is that monster that's in there. Isn't that awesome?
I love. Can you say that again? They were like, fuck yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
They were. I know.
When these other Christian church evangelicals, they just kind of brush that off to the side and like they ignore all the disgusting passages in the Bible, whereas cults are kind of like all about it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of the best way
No, you're right. They really got into it. They were like, yeah, he totally genocided their enemies. What? Yeah.
I have a friend in Jamaica. She's a active Seventh-day Adventist. And the only reason I knew is because my last trip there, she was mentioning that she wasn't going to do, like, maybe have a glass of alcohol because it was the Sabbath. It was like a Friday night. I'm like, wait a minute. You're talking about Friday night Sabbath? Are you Jewish? Like, oh, I'm Seventh-day Adventist. I'm like, oh, we need to talk, honey. And we had just started our podcast at that point. And so I didn't get like into a debate with her, but I was just having a discussion. I said, because she was asking me questions. And
those are fun
things like, this is pagan, that's pagan. And I just kind of threw logic at her. I'm like, so what does pagan mean? And she just kind of gave me a blank stare. Like, that's a good question. I'm like, yeah, that is a good fucking question. Pagan was the word that got thrown around during our childhood all the damn time. Everything that was bad was pagan. So
it's true.
I don't know. I just wanted her to think a little bit. It's
no. That is a good call. That is a very good call.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know if you put that up. Yeah, that's good, Jedi. All religions start out as cults and are just better at hiding their past. Woo! I think kind of where Worldwide Church of God stemmed from was out of the Great Disappointment. I always forget the year. Great Disappointment. It was William.
Was that the 30s?
Hard. I don't know. No, I want to say that was turn of the century.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, Great Disappointment was kind of what stemmed all these like fundamental churches in the U.S.
Okay.
Seventh-day Adventist was one of them.
I see.
Yeah.
So Jared was also W.C. Gier and says that pagan is the opposite of God or Satan's work. I don't know if I heard it said that way, but yeah, very interesting. I also think our mother was a little bit into woo stuff, so I think pagan was directly associated with that when we were growing up.
What kind of woo stuff, Fats?
I don't know. There was a book of hers that came in from the garage at one point, and I was very excited because it was about chakras and stuff, and I was like, what is this? And I thought it was really fantastic, and then they found me reading the books, and all of a sudden the books disappeared. So.
It was in their possession. Are you kidding me?
I know.
All
Mom had secrets, I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, she kept all her shit in. She never talked to anybody. I barely know anything about her. Barely know anything.
It's kind of sad.
I know. But they're not interested in this world. When you're in a cult, you're not interested in this world. You're interested in what happens after you die, which is a really sad life to live.
That's true.
You're just looking forward to what you think you're getting in this next life.
I mean, but don't you think that kind of feeling or idea would be born out of life being really hard and shitty and just having this dream that someday there'd be something better where that horrible stuff didn't happen to you all the time?
Yeah, that's where evangelicals
where you had food to eat all the time. What?
Yeah. That's where evangelicals jump in and get their claws in you. They offer you the pretty Jesus, the one who's white.
so ridiculous. Okay. All right.
Anyway.
Should we do this? Let's do this.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Let's see what other office supplies we can be excited about.
Operator asks the computer a question, say to verify an address or to find out if a person is a member. It selects from these millions of pieces of information. The information is fed to the CPU or central processing unit over here. Here, the information is organized and checked before being fed back to the operator, who may be several blocks or several thousand miles away. But all this happens at the speed of light. It takes at most only 2 or 3 seconds for the operator to get the answer. Over here, the printers are turning out material at the rate of more than 1,000 lines a minute. Each of our printers can print labels for 45,000 plain truths an hour. And printing plain truth labels is only one of the many things the computer can do to serve God's work.
It took some of Paul's epistles many months to reach their destinations. Yet, in just minutes, copies of Mr. Armstrong's letters and articles can be sent around the world.
I mean, I guess we've only gotten faster at that. In just minutes, I assume they mean what? Fax machines, right? Like they were just showing us.
Yeah.
So
that's really just technology advancing. Nothing of God's doing, but you guys go ahead and call it whatever you want. I'm just kind of.
I don't know if y'all saw the short that went out this week, or maybe it was tomorrow's. I don't remember now. There's a short on our channel, where it shows the jet, Armstrong's jet, and it's like saying something about the apostles of old would be like so shocked to see how quickly God moves his message now, or whatever, like they didn't have to, like walk on a donkey or walk and take a donkey to the next town, we have jets now. And so it's like God gave this power to one man.
It's so disgusting.
And 2 private jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While his members are still living in poverty.
Again, I maintain I am so glad that Armstrong himself did not have access to the internet.
I mean, yeah. He right? Was the mega church. Hellbound Hillbilly. Hey, hon, I just happened to watch an interview of yours today from like 2 years ago on 604 Atheist. I just happened to come across it. It's fun, like Hellbound Hillbilly. I've seen his name before. Yeah. I watched your interview.
Oh, is the video too loud? Is that what you're saying there, Hellbound? Let me know.
Oh,
maybe that's what you mean. It might be loud. I don't know. Tell me.
Oh, he is on Cornhub.
Wait, what? Cornhub. I love that Cornhub's going to be a thing here now. That's funny.
Oh, Roberta's here too.
Oh, Roberta. Hello there.
Hey, fellow WCG Center.
Yeah. That's right. All right. Shall we watch how fast they can get God's word out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am sending a copy of Mr. Armstrong's latest coworker letter to our German office.
Mr. Armstrong.
The facsimile machine, we call it the fax, works like a combination Xerox copier and telephone. First of all, I feed the letter into our machine. Then all I have to do is dial the number of the office in Bonn.
Holy shit, that's a rotary.
The fax machine over there.
I've never seen a fax machine with a rotary.
I haven't either.
The printed word is changed into the electronic signals, which are transmitted by satellite to West Germany.
They're faxing stuff to Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, seriously, I was kind of like feeling like, oh, whatever, it's just old office supplies, but seeing a rotary dial on an old fax, now that is cool shit. I'm so
Seeing
pleased.
the advance of our technology is the most interesting part of this, for sure.
I agree. See, because humans are cool and we do cool things. We just
know, and that
also do
wasn't
terrible things.
God doing. That was us humans that fucking did that. Yeah. It just Armstrong duped enough money out of people that he could afford all the latest technology at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cutting edge, baby.
Monty, I think I did hear them say West Germany, actually. Yeah, I know. They would have had to clarify then.
Question, yes.
Oops. Just the facts. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
We got this.
In the German office, their machine decodes the signal back into print, and they have in their hands an exact duplicate of the coworker letter.
Mr. Armstrong's visits to the international offices and churches prove that his leadership is a vital link in God's government that ensures that there are no divisions in the church and that the ministry and brethren around the world are perfectly joined together in the same mind.
Okay. Copyright. Ew, Herbert. Yeah, exactly. The other Glasgow, okay.
This is a long one, guys.
This is that's fine.
You can comment about it if you want, Nancy.
Same jet. Oh gosh.
One of the two, at least, right?
Yeah, Roberta, the kazoo is because there's music in here, but it's complicated.
Yeah, I don't want that.
AJ from Ways to Human is here. Welcome on This is all fucking music throughout this thing.
Almost there.
Now, brethren, I give you the Chancellor of Ambassador College, the Pastor General of the Worldwide Church of God and God's Apostle, Mr. Herbert W. Armstrong.
Well, greetings to all of you wonderful people from different parts of Europe over here. Now, God has given me a very important message that is worth your coming for. You didn't come to see me.
I can't
because
believe
what
that
you
baby
see
you
is
just
nothing.
showed. That baby was
You
cute.
did come to hear a most important message. And it's about time we begin to learn who the real God is.
Do you know who the real God is?
Yeah, he's speaking through this guy, don't you know? He's speaking through Herbert W. Armstrong, his last great day apostle, prophet.
Well, what the fuck has been happening since 1986 then, when this guy croaked?
Well, what's been happening since 1975 when he first said the world was gonna fucking end?
It wasn't the first time he said it. It was kind of just the last time he said it.
Oh,
he was saying it since the 30s.
Yes. You're right, Roberta. He used to call his members dumb sheep. Ba, ba, black sheep, have you any wool?
Yeah.
No, you didn't come here to see me. You know what? I actually was at a Christian concert once, and the singer just had to say, it was my short little stint in evangelicalism. My friends dragged me there. I wanted nothing to do with it. It was so puke worthy, and I was just listening to it. The singer, and he just kept referring like, "Don't look at me, look at him. Don't look at me, look at him." But it was just weird. They always are like trying to, direct you to God. Don't look at me like a celebrity. But I secretly want you to.
Well, yeah. It's the best way to like get that is by saying you don't want that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like we tell our husbands, "No, honey, I don't find Chris Hemsworth attractive at all." It was sincere, right?
You're hilarious.
Sorry. Yeah, Monty, exactly. Don't look at me in this $3,000 suit or my $20,000 fucking watch. Look up here to God. That's what's important. Don't look behind the curtain.
Yeah, but see, you give the money here, and then God does things, but you just look up there. Money here, look up there. Yeah.
Yep.
We got it. Got it. Roberta, you make a good point here. The auditorium they built for prophesying the end of the world. When was that built? It was just
It was around in the 70s, or like 60s and 70s, I believe, because David Ward had talked about going there.
Oh, okay.
Either 60s or 70s. Yeah.
Okay.
It's still there. Maybe it's.
Yeah, it really is.
God needs rent money.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
Hi, Michael. Yes. Oh, Aunt Kathy, I absolutely do see the similarities between Armstrong and Trump. In fact, when I've been trying to say like Armstrong, sometimes I accidentally say Trump. I've done it many times.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tangled Web, David Robinson's book, is a big time like expose on Herbert Armstrong.
Right.
Fun fact, that's how I found out about the flog log. Yeah, when he tells his members not to masturbate, and yet he admitted to people, and other people found his literal flog log. Kept track of his masturbatory emissions. You're welcome. You're welcome for the visual, everyone. Yeah.
No. So gross. Things I don't want to know or think about.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so who else has come here? Let's see. Oh yes, Maya, seriously. Flog log.
Flog log.
We've got Roberta, former WCG. And let's see. Michael. Hello there.
Oh, Michael.
Welcome. All right. Shall we play a little more?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not a God of Britain. He's not a God of America. He's a God of the entire universe.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong? I'm here to tell you this afternoon what is wrong.
But only white people have
I will tell you. The new president of your country here in France can't tell you what is wrong. But I will tell you, because this book here tells me, because God tells us what is wrong. And we have to go back and find out what God said. Well, greetings to all of you up here in Scotland. Well, we're a little late starting today because they wanted us to come out and see the camp for our teenagers, our youths.
Oh, no.
This church is taking a great interest now in our young people. They are the future adults and the future leaders in this church.
Or not. Those kids looked really scared.
Yeah, we know how you treated young people, you sick fuck. Yeah. Yeah, of course they're scared. They've probably heard of his reputation. Small dick energy. Yeah. The church needs more money. Hi, Deviant.
Oh.
Hi, honey.
Deviant Outcast. Hello. Welcome.
We're just having a chill night, just making fun of this shit. As usual.
Oh, yes. Seriously. Yeah, even if it wasn't scared, definitely blank stares. I mean,
They're
when you've
probably
been
like thinking the same thing I was as a kid. Sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I here? There's like this amazing world out there I want to go explore.
No, you were told you wouldn't grow up. Like,
you remember that.
Of course they're just sitting there like, because like, oh, what does all this matter? It's all just going to end anyway.
Well, yeah.
It's a little fucked. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you raise a good point. Like, why bother creating all this crap on Earth if it's just going to end anyway? Why bother having kids? Why did our parents have 4 fucking kids if the world was going to end?
I've always wondered that one.
But then again, people have been saying the world was going to end for 2,000 years. I don't know why you can't just live on the fucking world and enjoy your life while you have it. I just don't. I don't understand that obsession with the afterlife. I don't. When I'm dead, I'm dead.
And like that was a thing that was stoked in people for so long. It still is, I guess. But like the fear of dying and there being nothing after is like, are you paying attention? Like, you wouldn't know. Like you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
That one does. Even as a kid, I was like, so, but then you just would like not exist, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yay. Shout out to Scotland and you, Susanna.
Oh, that's right. No, there
Speaking
was
of
a lot of
Scotland
Scotland stuff here. Yeah.
Speaking of Scotland, you guys ever see the show Outlander? It's kind of destroying my life right now.
Destroying your life? Why?
Yeah, I'm binging it a little bit too much, and I'm like not getting shit done. It's so good. It's such a good fucking show.
Nice, very nice. How many seasons is that?
7. I think it's done now, but there's like 7. Yeah.
Oh, you'll be busy for a while.
Greetings, Purple. Thank you for joining us. Cat Kerr. Oh, I'll make a note of that, Monty. Cat Kerr. I don't know who you're referring to, but
oh, I know Cat Kerr with pink hair.
You do?
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks for that, JJ. Yep. I know. So what a strange experience being a kid and needing to think about these things. Yeah, but hello, Purple. Sorry, I missed the hello, but welcome. I'm so glad you could be here. Yay. All right. Watch a little more?
Yep. Is he going to ask for money now? Or like,
probably not in this one.
He's buttering them up for all the donations. Yes, they feel inspired and they want to give to God's true church. Okay? Let's do it.
You didn't get into the kingdom of God just when you were baptized. That didn't settle it all. That was only the start. And we're only the start of an immortal life, but we're not an immortal life yet. And we have to grow spiritually. You have to grow daily, and weekly. So continue to pray. Continue to study your Bibles. Keep your minds away from the world. Come out from among the world and be separate, says God.
Look at all those white people.
And come on until we become the whole man ready for the kingdom of God. Well, that is the message I wanted to bring you this afternoon. Goodbye, everybody.
Ooh, a standing O. Man.
I'm sure that was for God, Pat's not for Armstrong.
I'm sure it was. I didn't get to say hi to you, Ways to Human. Hello.
Yes, AJ's here. Who also has a channel.
What?
Ways to Human, who also has a channel. Yeah,
that's
Susanna.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Outlander? Yeah, great fucking show. It's
good point. There's another one. Hopefully I didn't miss any channels. So if I missed your channel, say something. But Ways to Human, go check out her channel. Yeah, build up her subscribers too.
That Holy Spirit has been building up for the last 2,000 years. I tell you what.
It's going to be quite a come.
That is the real definition of hell. Blue ball hell.
Oh, so funny.
Ah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
he just needs your money to fuel his jet.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. 2,000-year buildup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Armstrong sure made use of that jet, didn't he? He found his way all around the world. Biblical edging. Fuck yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's
Andrew,
the joke.
You have this marvelous gift of bringing sexual innuendo to everything you say in the comments. I absolutely appreciate it. Yeah.
Yep. He means it.
Yeah.
Yep. Good stuff, guys.
Until the
All
next
right.
time he gets prophecy wrong. His followers get the prophecy wrong. Mount Blue Balls. I like that. Yay.
Mountain Blue Balls. Ooh, there we go. All right. There we yeah.
Honestly, as much as I love talking about sex, I hate it when I'm looking at Armstrong's face while I say it.
This comment made me think about a snow-covered mountain, though, and I'm like, no. Okay, I'm gonna hit play.
The early apostles would be astounded if they knew the distances and speed at which their modern counterpart can travel.
Yeah, because they didn't know the fucking
God
technology.
has made available to his apostle one of the most valuable and versatile tools of all, the Grumman Gulfstream jet, better known as the G2.
He didn't even hide it.
Yeah.
He didn't even hide it. He flaunted that wealth like nobody's business. And he always made it seem like, yeah, the more you donate, this is God's true church. You're donating to this spreading God's message around the world. And obviously you need a private jet to do that. And they are still pulling that shit today. The Joel Osteens of today.
Exactly, but don't you see? It's true. He proved it. Because 2,000 years ago, they had to ride donkeys. And now, because God has given Armstrong a jet, it is clearly made so that he can spread the true gospel to the whole world.
Blue for you, and you too. I like it. Hi, Dee. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, you heard sexual innuendo from across the internet.
Oh,
I
what do
knew
we
it.
got? Hang on. I'm on it. We were kind of loud about it.
Yeah.
It's
That's what he
true.
said.
Thanks for being here, Nitty. Welcome. Oh, Nitty has a channel too, right?
Yep,
Yes.
Nitty has a channel too. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
You'll often find him on Maya Atkins's show.
Yep.
Nitty's in vagina.
That's right.
Yay.
That's right.
I'm blown away by this behind the scenes though, because I knew he flaunted the wealth, but holy shit, this is on a whole nother level. It just, people fell for it. Like they legit thought, oh, like God got him this private jet so that he could spread his message. Jets are phallic. Yeah, you're not wrong, Roberta. I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, aerodynamic too, but I like that.
Oh, thank you, Aunt Jerry. Yep, there's
Thank
Nitty.
you. Yep, there's Nitty's channel. Go subscribe to Nitty.
Here, subscribe.
All right.
Nitty.
Nitty knows a little bit more of the biblical stuff than we do, for sure. A little bit more, a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, we know the Bible, but I don't know about you, Pats. I have no interest in reading it ever again. Like, I will leave that to all you biblical experts because I have better things to do with my time. But
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
All right.
All right. So we see more of this jet.
Yes. Well, wait. I got to bring out the boob because something phallic. I got to bring out the boob in contrast. There you go. All right. Now you can continue. Yay.
Okay.
God made available on
Between trips, the jet is based in California at the Burbank Airport. Welcome now to Ambassador Flight Operations.
Oh, God.
You know, this is really a fantastic aircraft.
We get the
It is one of the most versatile tools that Mr. Armstrong
wait.
has.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm just like, we're getting the behind the scenes of the fucking plane too.
So it would seem.
Okay. Okay.
And this is only 1981. There's like other years.
Okay. Behind the scenes of God's work on this awesome plane. I'm sure they're going to talk about how it's out of this world. This is the best plane. I have the biggest plane ever. It's not tiny at all.
Yeah, this guy. Okay, I did see the clip of this guy, and he really likes Armstrong.
Who?
This guy on screen, Dean Moore. He really, really likes Armstrong.
Oh yeah, you've seen this shit before. So
Just this clip I saw.
Yeah, he does look like.
It takes a lot of work to keep it so it's flying. It's a very safe aircraft. It's got a long range. It's self-contained, so he can land most any airport. For instance, you know, he could go to Cairo, or he could go to London, or he can go to the summer camp.
You go to any
in Minnesota. That's Minnesota.
Has its own electricity on board and air conditioning when it's sitting on the ground. Yeah. It is such a great aircraft that the Fortune 500 companies, many of them in the United States, have this aircraft in their fleet of aircraft. It's the most prestigious of the business jets. So consequently, whenever he goes to an airport, when he goes to visit dignitaries and heads of states, when they see a man like this arrive, and when the people see him, then they know there's somebody of importance. And certainly it does carry somebody of importance, because it carries the most important man on earth.
Yeah, what do you want to say about that?
I mean, what is there to say? You got to build up the big dick to energy, because
He's the most important man on earth.
I don't know. That
There's
dude
a statement.
How many dudes had their tongues so far up Armstrong's asshole? All of them.
There was a lot of money up there, I think.
For that pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, not a cult. You know, the most important man on earth. God's chosen one. Not all you other churches. This one. Oh my God, this thing is disgusting.
Yep. So funny.
Very flavors.
And that's why we're here, Nitty. This is a space where people take each other by the hand and we all lift each other up and we walk together hand in hand. That is what YouTube needs to be.
Yes.
Yeah. Because all we have is each other. There ain't no fucking God waiting to help us. So we support each other.
I'm very appreciative of you all being here to laugh at this shit with us, because we're at least Patty and I are to the point where this is not really affecting us in a traumatic way. At least not anymore. It may have been for a while, but I feel like you and I, Patty, are pretty we're pretty separated from this now. It doesn't really bother us. Now we
it still makes us mad, but yeah.
It still makes us
it's
mad
true.
because there are people that are still under one of the offshoots of this man's thumb. Like he's still
right.
Got a hold of people. Sorry, I always get Oh, that's a good point too, Monty. Like he's the most important religious man. What about the Pope? Huh? Where does he fall on the, spectrum? Planes and Jezebels. I like that.
Oh. There we go. Yeah. Boats and hoes, planes and Jezebels. I think that should be the name of something.
Jezebels. You can come up with some t-shirts.
That's funny.
Trains, planes, and Jezebels. Yes. We'll come up with some. Right. Come up with some fun merch. If you guys have ideas. Yeah, would trigger your mom, Roberta. Fuck yeah, there's a lot of people that would still trigger. Yeah. I mean, I know we're laughing about it all, but yeah, it really is sad to think of how many people are still indoctrinated by this, and it's affecting their life.
And we say, oh yeah, we're over it and everything, but like honestly, we've desensitized ourselves a little bit, because I think when we started this a year ago, the first World Tomorrow I played, I was like, it was awful to hear that music again. I don't even have words for all the things that were coming up, So yeah, I mean, I've definitely desensitized myself at this point.
What can we do? What can we do? Yes.
I did not know that. I didn't catch that reference. Thank you.
Step Brothers. God, it's been a while since I've seen that. Yeah, it was funny though. Mm-hmm. I'm glad.
Oh, purple. Oh, that is so funny.
Would love to. Purple would love to.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one.
Did that make me blush? I feel like it did. Yes, sometimes you have to laugh. I think that's why Nancy and I are here.
Oh, gotta try. Let's get Patty to blush, everyone. Come on.
Oh, what? Rude. I think we're about to move back into my special music. Oh, we had special music in Worldwide Church of God. That was the order of things, right? It was like 3-song sermonette, announcements, special music, and then the sermon. We're about to have special music.
Special music money. Everyone donate money for the special music in the church.
No, they didn't do that every week at church when they did the special music. But do you remember there was this whole thing about clapping? Like, there was like, I remember that I thought we always did applause when someone like played music or sang a song for special music. And then it was like, there was this point when we weren't supposed to anymore. Like they were telling us that we were supposed to not clap because that would be like honoring that person instead of the honor going to God or something like that.
That's gross.
Right? do you remember that?
Yes,
I remember it being like incredibly awkward of like, oh, we don't clap.
I remember. Okay, so hey Rex Beaver, thanks for joining us. I just saw you.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, I dragged my husband to one of those church services during Feast of Tabernacle because I wanted him to experience just how awful it was, and I said, "Don't roll your eyes. I don't want anyone to see you doing that. I know you're going to be tempted, but..." And I did warn him about the music. I said, "They're going to play music, and like nobody's going to clap. So just don't look around as if it's weird. Okay, just sit there and listen. Okay."
Yeah. Welcome, Rex. Welcome. Glad you could help with that.
Yeah. Don't clap except for the supreme leader.
That's right. That's right. Oh, weird. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine being up on stage and just being like, okay, I'm done now. I'm going to walk off.
I mean, if that were true, okay, so parents could like never praise their kids for like good deeds or anything. Can you imagine that? Like you just give credit to God all the time. You just empty shells. And that's exactly what our parents are. They're like empty shells.
That is how you disempower someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of churches do that. It'd be horrible for anyone to have their talent acknowledged. What the fuck? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you can't go to church, Michael. No.
Of course people can go to church.
It was weird. I feel like they did clap after music sometimes, but I don't know.
I don't know. I remember when it changed. I feel like I remember it when it changed. Or maybe I just noticed. I don't know. Somebody in the chat, who was it? Rex. If you remember it changing, let me know. I don't remember how old you are. I'm 45. So I feel like I remember it changing.
Okay.
Yeah.
The no makeup rule. Was there a no makeup rule in WT?
Oh yeah.
I think that
it changed though. By the time I was 13, I could wear makeup. Or well, a little bit. Like the church allowed it by then.
I think after his wife Loma died, it wasn't too long after that a lot of those sorts of rules like changed.
Oh, really?
Like
Did we
I feel
figure
like
out?
Loma was in charge of all the like the old school purity culture and how
Yeah.
proper ladies don't wear makeup and
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
they
Rex, I was
remain
wondering
silent.
about. Oh, right. Rex, I was wondering about the applause because I feel like I remember when it was like, oh, we're not going to clap anymore. I don't remember it just always being that way. So, but I could be wrong. So I was looking for.
Oh, you could be
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
And the Jezebels came and danced.
They clapped for you and the Jezebels came. That sounds like you had a different church experience there, Roberta. Okay. All right, for real.
Yeah.
Let's start this and then special music.
I believe I see the word flaps. I'm sorry, my mind's going all dirty again.
Oh, flaps? I see clap.
I see flaps on the screen.
You said flaps in one of our episodes recently, and it was really funny.
I did, and yes, I was talking about a vulva. And then someone did hashtag flaps. It was our circumcision episode. You remember the uncut conversation?
I do.
Where I was talking
I
about, but women clean that shit too. It all comes down to cleaning another foreskin. I'm like, but women have the flaps. They gotta. And I went like this.
Roberta, I like how we put your comments together the first time. But yes, the makeup rule. Those Jezebels. I don't know what they would think of this because this is a lot of stage makeup. Jezebel as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh, too funny. Oh, look at that. Hashtag flaps. Oh, clap.
Clap your bottom.
I actually didn't see that one until I clicked it. Clap your flaps.
Good one, AJ. Good one. Yes. Clap those flaps. I don't know. I guess fold was a better word, but yeah. Breast pumps? Where?
I think it says boost pumps.
Yeah,
boost?
but
did I say that Minnesota enough? Boost
too.
Pumps? What?
I mean, yeah. We could start a little game here. How many of these words can we turn into something dirty? I see flaps. I see pumps. I see ignite.
Oh yeah, you're right. How many dirty things can we make out of it? Oh my God, Nancy, it's terrible. I'm here for it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening.
I'm tired. I don't even have alcohol tonight. I'm drinking wine.
I mean, it's not like we were here to be professional. Just saying.
Never professional. Meat curtains. Oh, Roberta. Yes, I've heard meat curtains. So I've told this story before, but like I have a novel floating around out there, right? And so when I was writing it, I was having a hard time trying to find like the right term for lady parts. I mean, when it comes to men, I mean, you use the word cock. That's the hottest word you can think of. But when it comes to female genitalia, I was like, what word do I use? Like, seriously. I'm sorry if I'm going to demonetize us here, Pats. But like,
it's not monetized yet anyway. It's fine.
Okay. What did I land on? I forget. I have a friend that gave me the idea for velvet pool. I thought that was pretty good.
That was a really good one.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot to like about that one.
Yeah, that came from my lesbian friend. Thank you for the tip that made its way into my book. Velvet pool. But
freaking
robbing
awesome.
veins. Oh, Roberta, I need to come to you for my second book.
I think y'all should write some scenes together. Okay.
Peter's a term for like British dick. I don't know. Like your Peter. It sounds British to me. Anyway, I'm sorry. I got distracted by genitalia conversation, and we always go there.
Surprise.
Yes. You'll donate wine, Monty? You're such a sweetie. Oh, and Roberta's on edibles. Okay, I'm liking this. Lady Bits. Yeah, Lady Bit. Or Johnson. Yeah. I don't know.
In our interview with Mikey Famine that came out this week, what did he say? There was somebody whose name we didn't know.
Oh,
but he wanted to make fun or something. So
He said
He
Mr.
said-
P.P. Johnson something.
Yeah, yeah, Mr.
Looks like
P.P.
Johnson. Yeah. Mikey Famine is hilarious.
I like that guy.
Yeah. We did a
Go find the Bin Podcast Network and subscribe
Yeah.
to that. That's Mikey Famine.
we released his interview on MLK, which is of course inauguration day this year.
What?
It was
I
like a
don't know
big
about anything else that
beauty
was happening other
inauguration.
than Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Exactly. And it started right when the inauguration did. So yeah. Yeah. Penis fly trap.
I have not heard that one. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's so funny. Okay, here we go.
With this aircraft, he can cover what 1,000 apostles could cover, because it will take him any place on earth, any place that he wants to go.
Oh, you had to cover the music. Yeah, big black. Thanks, Ender. Podcast, yes. Dun, 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 dun,
Is that copyrighted? I don't know. Is it copyrighted in Kazoo? Maybe.
I mean, you just took the music out, right? Like completely out. So is it
What?
still playing? You just took
Oh,
that.
I just muted it. It's just muted
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, okay, okay. It's Patty's sex toy. Just kidding.
What?
It's a kazoo. He asked what the fuck that is. That's a kazoo.
10 seconds.
All right, that was short enough that you won't get copyrighted.
The third part of the original three-point program was personal campaigns. Little could Mr. Armstrong have realized that these small public meetings in the towns and cities of Oregon would one day lead him to stand before kings and leaders of great nations and to preach the gospel of the kingdom of God to large audiences in cities many thousands of miles away from the peaceful Willamette Valley.
Mr. Guest Speaker, in our country you are most...
I live in the peaceful Willamette Valley, actually.
Nice. Oh, so you remember Manila in the Philippines when he landed there? That was the time period where he met his second wife. You remember the woman like half his age? Why is her name eluding me? But yeah, he did marry again.
Right.
To someone like younger than his son. And it didn't last very long, but there's a whole story behind that too. But apparently he snatched a bunch of sex workers from the Philippines too. So here he is in Manila. This is where that all
Ew.
began. Yeah.
Gross.
Ramona. Thank you, Roberta.
Oh, yeah.
It was Ramona. Yes.
Great. All right. Let's do it.
Welcome. In our country, yours will not be a voice crying in the wilderness,
Oh, that
because
was
there are
Logan.
thousands, nay millions of Filipinos who are willing to listen to you. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, it is an honor and a pleasure to present to you an educator, a publisher, a lecturer, and a world leader, Dr. Herbert W. Armstrong.
You called him doctor?
I think Armstrong got like a honorary doctorate or degree of some kind somewhere. Maybe
At
from
his own
Ambassador. I'm
college.
not sure.
I'm sure he got that from Ambassador College and somebody else
I don't
took the
know.
test. Whatever. I've never heard him refer to Dr. Armstrong. That's disgusting. So Armstrong never did anything that wasn't 100% selfish. He did not go to the Philippines just to, spread God's message. He was there to get something. And he promised these people something, whether it was like putting the Philippines on the cover of his Plain Truth magazine, ensuring that people paid attention to the issues in the Philippines. Hey, Jester, welcome. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hi, Jester.
Yeah, godless
Glad you could
grifter.
be
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So their university did get accredited in its last few years. I remember that because I was just barely old enough to be like, oh, that's good. So when I go there, man, good times. So real? Does accredited make it real? Does it always make it real? I don't know.
Whose dick have you sucked today to get that?
Wow. Well, there you go.
Yeah, have you noticed though that like shady religious organizations always have a college, university? Shady businesses too. Yeah. I think you can hide some serious money in them.
Yeah. Well, everything he did had that going on.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
These poor people, I wonder how many of them are still kind of sucked into his ideologies. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I mean, that's a really good question. If this guy was saying, oh yeah, all of our people here, millions of us are ready to gobble up everything you're sharing. Eek. Yeah. So how much of that is still circulating as ideas there?
He gave leaders Steuben Crystal. That was his thing.
Ah, that's right.
Steuben Crystal. I think world leaders were starting to catch on. Like, this guy gives Steuben Crystal when he comes to visit. And he puts this on the cover of his magazine, which is all over the world. So, yeah, we'll invite him to come and speak.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
Served everybody, I guess, in theory. Okay, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
He looks kind of like an alien, just saying.
I have come to your country to make an extraordinarily important announcement. A staggering turn of events
He looks like a fossil.
is going to erupt all over this world in the very next few years.
Steuben's pubes. Yes.
And you had better heed what I say. It will involve the Philippines, but even more violently, it will involve the Middle East and Europe and the United States.
Okay, here's his scare tactic.
Now we're living in a very complex, a very complicated world, a fast-moving world. We go places in a hurry. We talk to anybody, any place. And yet we're having more troubles than anybody ever had at any time before. And we've come now to where our number one problem, and all of our troubles, our number one problem is human survival. Can we keep alive even? Or are the weapons of mass destruction going to be used which will wipe us all off the face of the earth? That's the kind of time we have come to. All of our troubles and all of our problems are spiritual in nature. In other words, we're bringing...
This is a great point. Apostate JJ says prophesying minus the date now.
Exactly.
He kind of decided he didn't like giving a date anymore, perhaps. For those who don't know, 6 years before this, in 1975, it was probably the biggest prophecy that Armstrong had, saying that, Jesus would return or something like that, right?
But maybe it's what Monte actually says, that the world did end. It's just that we're living in the Matrix now.
I mean, even what is it? Is it theoretical astrophysicists? No. Theoretical somebody's really smart science quantum? They think there's actually a reasonable percentage chance that this is a simulation. So,
Well,
I'm kind of here for those ideas.
That's fun. That's fun. Oh, Michael, sexuality is my problem. Lust knows no boundaries, Michael.
Sorry you have that problem.
As long as everyone's consenting, I would say that's not a problem. 1975 was when JW said the world would end too. What the fuck? Did we know that?
I feel like I just heard that. I don't know if Purple, maybe you said it recently, but yeah, I feel like recently someone said that. And I was surprised at the time. So yeah, something was going on. Like, why? What was going on in the actual real world that all these churches thought 1975?
Yeah.
Right. It was common, but like, why? Does anybody know? I mean, what was it? Like energy crisis? Like, was it gas prices were really high or something? Like, I know in the 70s, buildings like were getting built in a strange way where they had a lot less glazing, a lot less glass. My background's in interior design stuff. And so they did that because it was like an energy savings thing. It was like a whole big scare of like our energy or something. So I don't know if that has something to do with it.
I wonder who said it first. But there were so many similarities between WCG and JWs too.
Right.
Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. We should talk to more ex-JWs maybe.
Yeah. What is it? Skeptics and Scoundrels is a channel out there. I think the main guy who runs it was former JW. I could be wrong about that.
Jimmy Snow JW?
Mormon.
He was Mormon. Okay. I get the two mixed up all the time. I still get Mormons and JWs mixed up. Yes.
And Seventh Day I get mixed up in the middle of all that too.
Yeah, 70s were cult crazy. I think, when did Jesus people come onto the scene? Was it 70s or 60s?
Oh wait, okay, so there's all right. There's a lot of things here. All right. Gas prices in Vietnam. All right, sure. Yeah. Right. I'm sure it was a constellation of things. It wasn't like we arrived at, the end is coming in 1975 from one thing. 70s were cult crazy. All right. I can get on board with that. That makes sense.
But yeah, a lot of people, mid 70s. It's a big scare about continuing in the Middle East. That's gotta be.
They've been playing that shtick for a while, haven't they?
Yeah, the end times is still a popular topic, but I think people have kind of steered away from giving an actual date. I mean, not David C. Pack, a restored Church of God, because that absolute fucktard is still giving dates.
Probably shouldn't say that.
It changes every week.
Yeah, right.
It changes every week.
Oh, yeah, right. Changing it every few days even. That one just doesn't even make sense to me. Wow.
I think that's like all he talks about in his sermons now. Restored Church of God is a like an offshoot of Worldwide Church of God.
I think we had seen a copy of the yearbook from Ambassador College from one of the years that David Pack was there. Yeah.
Oh, I think I saw that too.
Yeah. Good times.
Okay,
yep. All right. So a lot of this is gas and oil stuff. That makes sense.
Oh, and Jonestown was 1978. Thank you, Deviant. Yeah. Okay. I knew that was in the late 70s. So I forgot the year. But yeah. Okay. And I feel like there was another
Skeptics and Scoundrels. Yes, JW.
Okay.
Great.
There's a few more out there. Yeah, JWs.
Yeah.
Now it's all about UFOs. Oh, don't even get me started, Rex Beaver. I will talk about UFOs, dude.
Yeah, that makes sense too. I mean, right, the whole country kind of had Cold War stuff going on, and I mean, well, and that was worry about nuclear war, which sounds an awful lot like World War III, which sounds an awful lot like Doomsday, Apocalypse, Earth planet-ending stuff that, would bring Jesus back.
Yep. Oh, the Comet people were the 80s. Okay, I was leaning towards the Comet one too. Owen Morgan of Telltale. Yep, he's also a former JW. All right, thank you, you guys.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have some of this shit written down, but
okay, sorry, you mentioned some of these comments already.
So yeah, sorry, really. Hey, Kip Davis. Hey. Bulk will go to yeah. Heaven's Gate. That's the name I was thinking. Fucking Heaven's Gate.
Oh,
that was in California, wasn't it?
That's like the egg-headed guy, right? I don't know how to explain. Like he's got a really big noggin up here and like a tiny face here, and right? And he stares at the camera. Right? That's Heaven's Gate? No, is that? Or am I thinking of something else?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind. It's not a good explanation.
That's why we have everyone to clarify. Like, please tell us.
We are crowdsourcing this shit right now.
No, we're just babbling.
Oh, Heaven's Gate was later. Yeah. Heaven's Gate was later.
And shout out Kip Davis. He has a channel as well, if anyone has not.
Oh, hey, Kip Davis. Yes, go check out Kip Davis's channel. Also, Kip is a scholar. I have watched your scholarship on Myth Vision and your channel in the past. So awesome. Thank you for being here.
Thanks
That's so cool.
Yeah, okay, awesome.
Oh, and you're a scholar and you do the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? I think that's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But not now. What does that mean? Maybe I said something wrong.
Oh,
okay.
Things change at a pace we can't keep up with.
I know. I should just do my thing. I'm all excited about the conversation because y'all are so fun.
You talked about egghead pets and JJ mentioned Humpty Dumpty. Fun fact or like weird fact, but like I live in Champaign, Illinois. There is a random statue of a Humpty Dumpty downtown next to like all the bars. I don't know why. It's just an artist that makes all these Humpty Dumpties. There's
Wait, where?
Here in my town. Here in Champaign.
Oh,
was that Humpty Dumpty? You saw it, I think, when you visited.
I did see it. That's right.
Yes, totally random. That's Humpty.
It is totally random. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Aunt Jer, for putting Kip's channel in the chat.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Breaking that law of love, and that's a spiritual law.
Stop.
It's a spiritual law that is as much.
Stop.
No, I was just commenting. Go ahead. I'm just commenting on my
in motion.
Childhood reaction to him.
It is, as I said, as inexorable as the law of gravity. You break it, it's going to break you. You don't need a policeman around to catch you and take you to jail or take you before a judge in court either. The whole world has been breaking it, and the world is suffering. And all of our sufferings and all of our troubles are caused by breaking that law of give.
What? He's going to give and get?
He's been, yeah. Yep. That's how he's done it.
Okay. This makes me so angry. He talks so much about the spirit of get. Everybody's just wants to get.
Yep.
And he wanted us to have the spirit of give. And it's like, dude, that is not how math works. If someone's giving, someone's getting, and that's okay too. This made so many cult kids feel like they weren't allowed to have
gifts,
anything.
Yeah.
That they weren't worth being given anything.
Exactly. Yes. Our friend Joel of Mr. Difficult, he says even to this day he has a hard time receiving gifts from people. So I decided to give him a gift. When I had come back from Jamaica the last time, I gave him a penis shot glass. Yeah. You're welcome, Joel. Yeah. Yeah, he had a hard time taking it. He really did. It felt weird to him to receive a gift. I'm like, just take it. Just take it, damn it. You're a great friend. Yes. If you're giving, you should be receiving. Okay, not necessarily, but I mean, he's just trying to get money out of people. That's why he keeps just saying, just give.
Right. Because if everyone's convinced they shouldn't receive anything, that's more for him and he knows it.
Of course he knows
Gross,
it.
gross.
He was actually a really successful con man. Not a
He
successful
was.
businessman, who's a successful con man.
That's right.
We have a lot of those these days, yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Lots of good comments going on in there.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yes.
Y'all are
Yes.
like being a community and stuff. It's awesome.
Yay.
Because we're humans and life is struggle, and so we help each other.
Yeah, we're trying. All this.
And by following the law of get. Everything. That is the basis of everything and the basis of all our trouble. And that is the law of the living God.
Wait.
And let me tell you, when Jesus Christ came, and he came to preach a gospel, and that was the good news of the kingdom of God that is coming, and that's what we proclaim. And he came preaching the gospel, the good news of the kingdom of God, and saying, the time is fulfilled and the kingdom of God is at hand. Repent ye! Repent of going that wrong way.
Good grief, he's about to pop up out of his chair. He's so excited. Must be
No,
bouncy like my chair. Ooh.
Yeah, all that cum buildup, Pats. Believe me.
I don't think there was buildup. He had a flog log, so I don't think he had much time for things to build up.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, I love your random penis. Penis.
Oh, I think it's because because previously it was the okay. I'm just gonna put it on screen.
What?
It was correcting this. How do you drink out of a penis shot glass? Do tell us, Nancy.
Drink out of a punishment shot glass or penis shot glass is what you meant. Got it. Okay. I don't know. I just saw the random penis over there. I was like, yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, it was a long shot glass in the shape of a dick, and it had the hole in the top. So I mean, you could turn it over and drink out of it. Yeah, or straw. You could get a straw.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I mean, like a
exactly, huh?
Like what the muskrat did this week, JJ. I doubt he did it intentionally, but there did kind of look to be some gesticulations going on there.
What about a muskrat?
Oh, that's my code word for Elon Musk.
Ew. Okay. Well, you just told everyone. So.
I did not come up with it, so it's fine.
Is everyone in on this joke and I just didn't know that Elon Musk is the muskrat? That's good. Oh, thank you, Jedi. Jesus came all over the place. Splash guards for everyone. Yay.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm getting there. Okay.
Oh. Why are there empty chairs?
There we go. Thank you, left-handed Jedi, for your super chat. That is so nice of you. Thank you. You said Jesus came all over the place. Splash guards for everyone.
And Jesus appreciates it. He's been waiting to come for 2,000 years. That's a lot of fucking buildup.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, frustrating.
I bet it would feel great. Don't you think?
I don't want to be anywhere near when that happens. Oh, ladies, hold on to your flaps, says Roberta. Flaps, I think, is the word of the night. You don't want those flap. Okay.
Flappy.
Sorry, my ADHD brain is going off here. But speaking of flaps, my husband's a skydiver. We have a video of someone he knows because like he's an avid skydiver. Like he's done it hundreds of times, but he has friends who have done it thousands of times. A lot of these people skydive naked. He has a video of one of his female friends where her labia is like
really?
Yeah. Yep.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna say what never mind. Okay.
Okay, there's a whole club. Like there's a naked skydivers club. Y'all can look this up. Where if you skydive naked, you get a certificate and everything. It's a whole club. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of flapping all over the place. Yeah. I just thought I'd share that
mile high. What?
This is an amazing video too. Of the naked skydive. Yeah, you think it would be chilly, right? Yeah. Oh.
Like right up in there? Oh dear. All right. Yeah. Okay. Good thing we're not monetized.
Yeah.
So we can have as much fucking fun as we want to.
Fuck yeah. Right. Bring out the booby on that one. Yay!
Long way. Repent of living the way of get and take and of selfishness, and believe the gospel. The gospel of the world tomorrow. The gospel of a time of a world when God is going to send Christ back to this earth. And he's going to take over every nation on the face of the earth, and the law of the whole world and of every nation will be the law of give and of love, and not the law of hate and the law of get and the law of take. And we're going to learn to live a different way. And we're going to begin to be happy all over the world.
Aw, like, for as much of a grifter as he was, like, there's probably something in there of like, why are people so mean? Why can't everybody just be nice and we all just like have a nice life? Right? Like, there's a little kid inside that old crusty man saying that. Okay, I'm serious, right? Like, I think he was an adult when World War I happened, but a young adult. And so, like, he experienced World War I and World War II. Like, that makes people sad.
Yeah, and the Great Depression. I mean, that shit, like, he's got some traumas from that.
Yes.
I think that's why Doomsday was so appealing to him. He always talked about Doomsday, the Lake of Fire and all this, end of the world tomorrow. That was his thing.
I mean, but in some ways, assuming that would happen, like, kind of gave a reason for why it had to be so shitty up till now. Right.
Why would people want to go to this wonderful world tomorrow, Christian version of heaven, if this world is great, right? It has to be shit in order for your plan to work.
Yep.
Oh, I'm missing all kinds of good stuff in the comments. I see the word taint popping up. Wonderful.
A lot of taint.
A lot of taint. Yes. Labia, taint, flaps. Well,
okay.
Sorry, I guess we have that effect.
Oh my God.
Our minds just go there. Yep. Armstrong. I was about to say Trump again. Armstrong.
Seriously?
Yeah. I do that all the time. Armstrong, he's losing his shit by this point.
Yeah. Well, yes, but also he'd been saying this stuff for so long, I don't even think he had to know what was coming out of his mouth. I don't think he had to like. Well, I don't think he had to like plan it or think about it. All of the not pedagogical stuff. That's the wrong word. Whatever. All of this stuff, all of this churchy stuff, it just flowed, right? Like these words, they just go together and they just come out of his mouth at this age.
I read he wasn't even really doing sermons at this point. Like, he really was not interested in God or any of that, whether he believed it or not. He was just all about preaching this message of like, give me money. It was all a business. Yeah. Ambassador for World Peace, a self-proclaimed title.
What if he like really wanted world peace and was so messed up he thought he was really doing it? I don't think that's true though. I think he knew he was grifting, but anyway. Okay, here we go.
Right now you're hearing the proclaiming of the gospel of the kingdom of God. You haven't heard that before unless you've heard me preach before.
Oh.
You know you haven't. That you can find it in your own Bible if you want to look there. It is there. And that is the gospel, and that is the only gospel.
That was a good one.
And you're hearing it. It's in your ears tonight. And don't you ever stand in the judgment before your Maker and say, well, Lord, why didn't you tell me? I never knew. He'll say, I told you. My servant Herbert Armstrong was there in Manila that night. He told you.
And everything you say is true.
God's apostle continues to direct the three-point plan formulated almost 50 years ago. God has seen to it that his church has the resources and tools to finish the job.
It's gonna finish the job, guys.
No, we haven't forgotten the most important resource of all. It's you, and you, and you, and you, and many thousands like you. The members of God's worldwide church. It was members like you who supported Mr. Armstrong when he first out.
Oh, here's where we get to feel so proud of the work. You ready?
All right. Don't boost my ego too much.
Yes, Apostate JJ. You.
You too? Yes. God's true church. Doesn't matter if we don't believe. We're still part of God's true church. We're the chosen ones. This proves it.
Okay, everyone, I want you to feel so proud right now.
Outlined a 3-point plan to the congregation at the Jeans Schoolhouse. It was a work based on faith and prayer, and it still is. No machine, however wonderful, no computer, however advanced, can ever fill this need. God hears the prayers of his people. In spite of all the wonderful physical inventions that he has provided, the work of God is still first and foremost.
Are you pointing out that you saw a person of color?
Yep.
In the sea of whiteness of the Worldwide Church of God? Yeah.
That was pretty rare.
They kept things segregated for way longer than the rest of the country did. It's really fucked, guys.
It never changed. His last book that he wrote, Armstrong, The Mystery of the Ages, was one of the most racist books I ever read. And I'm not even, that's beyond British Israelism, like his British Israelism book. Now, it was Mystery of the Ages. It was disgusting. We'll cover that at a later point. But yeah, the racism in the organization. Yep.
Oh, this is a great point. The deaf section was integrated. I don't know what that means, but like, what does that say about why they would have done that when everything else was segregated? Interesting. Okay.
A spiritual work. It must be and is done by people who are led by the Spirit and power of God. People like you, who are willing to enthusiastically support God's work.
Where's the purple hymnals?
In the 17th chapter of Exodus, God teaches a valuable lesson. Moses, God's chosen leader, was instructed to hold up his hands over the armies of Israel as they battled the Amalekites.
Brilliant.
Oh, well, there you gotta go and be so practical, Roberta. Yeah, that's right, because they had to be by the interpreter. They didn't, like, segregate them within that? Okay.
Roberta, your picture is so cute. I love the little flower in your hair. It's adorbs. All right, go ahead.
As long as Moses' hands remained steady, the battle went in Israel's favor. But Moses was only human, and his hands and arms became tired. When he let his arms drop, the enemy prevailed. So Moses' two helpers, Aaron and Hur, supported his arms, and the battle was won. So today, God's leading servant needs those chosen to help him to hold up his arms and to get behind him in finishing the Great Commission.
Oh, dear.
Who are those helpers? Just ordinary people. A student, a businessman, a grandmother, a housewife. Ordinary people with an extraordinary vision. All kinds of people with something very special in common. The work of God. And so the body of Christ, fitly joined together by the strength which every joint supplies, and according to the effective working of every part, makes increase. And the work of God gets done.
You have anything to say?
Other than, Monty, I love your there's so many great comments. You heard it first. Here, get behind him and finish. Well, that's like the end of the video. I must say I'm feeling a little unsatisfied. I mean,
well,
I was expecting a little bit more of a climax from that, but
we do have a minute left, so we might still get there.
Oh, that's enough time. That's enough time.
Okay.
Well, thank you, brethren. I just wanted to talk to you
See
now.
the big finish. Here we go.
Just as one of you.
Oh, yeah.
I love you all, and I know you all love me.
I'm not millionaire at all.
Let us go on loving one another, being loyal to one another, and let us be bound tightly together
As
until
long as
Christ
you send me
comes.
money.
Yeah.
I hope I can come back to see you again. I hope to see you in his wonderful kingdom. And I hope we'll all be among those brethren
See you later,
who will be
G2.
resurrected to immortality just as he was.
Yeah.
Elected to
I'll tell you
immortality.
goodbye now until the next time.
Woohoo! We did it. We did it, Nancy.
Okay, that
Oh.
was a long ass video, huh? We had to do that.
It was. It really was.
Wait, was it only half hour?
The whole thing was 48 minutes, but that's why it took us 2 shows to do it.
Oh, okay. No,
Because we've usually
that was very
been.
interesting.
Yeah, I think so too. It might be a while before we do another one of those. But I feel like we got a good look at what the Worldwide Church of God was doing back then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate everyone being here. I love the back and forth. I love just poking fun at it all. It's so cringy to watch it now as an adult, away from all this.
Mm-hmm.
We can see his tactics now. They are blatantly obvious. All the tactics that he used to prey on vulnerable people.
Right.
And they're still used today.
Well, yeah, doesn't everybody want to have a nice life and to not deal with the struggles that they're dealing with? I mean, that's kind of what is promised by stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
Join us, we'll show you the way. Makes me think of what is this, a group called Landmark, I want to say, where it's like not a church, but they're kind of like, we know how to do life. Come with us.
Landmark?
Land
shark.
That's it's a land shark.
It's a land shark.
But there are a lot of groups like that, right? Like they promise this vision of something better, and who doesn't want that, right? So like, I get it. I understand how this happens.
Mm-hmm.
We're very I don't know, like we can be plucked.
Sure. Roberta, holy shit, dude.
Oh, I'm missing it. I know, Roberta, you got a dirty mouth, girl.
Sorry, I think I have some sort of a radar for for like naughty words.
Oh, you just see it. That's funny. Oh, yeah, good times. We just did the same. Like we're sisters or something, huh?
I know. Oh, yeah, please pray for our souls, Michael.
Aw,
We don't want to end up in
we're
the
glad
lake
you
of
sat
fire.
here too. Sure. Send all those prayers. That sounds like a good time.
And yes, honey, Patty's married. Oh, yes.
Well, Nancy,
Yeah,
do you have
I
anything
think we
else to
did it.
say? Anybody else want to jump in the chat with any last thoughts for the night? I think we
Well, it's a little after 11 p.m. here in central Illinois. So, yeah, probably get to bed. But I just want to tell everyone in the comments and everyone who was here, appreciate you so much for helping us out. We're really just a couple of weirdos talking about, the way we were raised. And if it's helping people, all the better. And I'm having so much fun doing this. So thank you, everyone. Means
have
a
some fun when you're
Means a
here.
lot.
That's right. All right, everybody.
Yeah, pray for our
Pray
souls.
for the flaps.
Pray
This
for
is
the
clearly how we do that. We pray for the flaps. That's right.
Pray for the buddy parts. Yes, yes. Hashtag flaps. Awesome. Yes. All right. Appreciate y'all. Patty, great job putting that together.
Hey.
That was a good pick.
Thanks.
So in another couple weeks, you'll have another video for me to look at.
Yep. And feel free to follow up with me about your thoughts on the special music, because this is a party that can keep going. I'm here to help, guys. I'm here to help.
Where's the after party? Where are the drinks?
I know we need an after party that's all kazoos.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
We
Love
did
you, sister. Love you, everyone. Mwah, mwah. All
Love
right.
you
Everyone
too.
have a good night. All hail Xena. I'll be seeing her next weekend. All right. Until next time, guys.
Until next time, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
Good night.
Happy taint.